Ryan Fisher is my name. Talking in the program today about illegal immigration. Got a story here from the New York Times. I tell you, the Muslims, they take border security real seriously, evidently more seriously even than Marco Rubio does. This is from Reuters in the New York Times from yesterday. Egyptian police officers blocked the Rafah crossing into the Gaza Strip. This is from one Muslim country, Egypt, into another, essentially Palestinian. The Gaza Strip is Muslim. Egyptian police officers blocked the Rafah crossing into the Gaza Strip on Friday to protest the kidnapping of 7 of their colleagues by Islamist gunmen, witnesses said. And here's what they did. Officers strung barbed wire across the border post and chained up the gates, leaving hundreds of Palestinians stranded on both sides of the fence. So Egypt taking border security deadly seriously. And indication that we do have an issue here. This is a piece from the Washington Times, Stephen Dinan. Homeland Security Department, under President Obama's guidance, has granted legal status to 99.2% of all illegal immigrants who have applied under President Obama's new non-deportation policy for young adults. This is according to numbers that were released on Friday. Now, this new non-deportation policy of President Obama, that's basically the DREAM Act, and what he's doing is flatly illegal. It is against the law. There have been efforts to pass the DREAM Act in Congress. They have failed. So he has no authority to use DREAM Act provisions to legalize people that are here as illegal aliens. He's breaking the law to do it. But he's gone right ahead, and I mean, the question is, who's going to stop him? I mean, there isn't anybody to stop him. And the policy, known as Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, grants legal status to most illegal immigrants under the age of 31 who came to the U.S. before 16. They are allowed to remain in the U.S. without fear of deportation. Most states have agreed to issue them driver's licenses as well. So realize what this means then. And the Border Patrol people have been told by the Obama administration, you have to take their word for it. You can't do any background checks. You can't ask for any kind of documentation to support their claim. So what this means essentially that any illegal alien who was under the age of 31, they get picked up. All they have to say, I was brought here before I was 16 by my parents. They may have no way to substantiate that. It may not even be true. They might have just got here. Their coyote might have just dropped them off. But trust me, they will be told, this is what you say. This is what you do. They arrest you. They detain you. You just tell them that you were brought here, no matter, even you're up to age 31. Just tell them you were brought here before you were 16, and they have an obligation from their superiors to let you go, even if you have been arrested for criminal conduct. You've been arrested for breaking the law. They ask you about your immigration status. You just say, I came here. My parents brought me here before I was 16, and they have to take your word for it. So it's basically, it is just instant amnesty. This is instant amnesty for any illegal alien that's 31 years old or under. Instant amnesty for them. Interesting piece in the New York Times from yesterday. This is a fascinating story to me because this would make an argument that securing the border is actually in the best interests of illegal aliens. Not only in the best interest of Americans, but in the best interest of illegal aliens. Listen to this. New York Times. A growing body of mortality research on immigrants has shown that the longer they live in this country, the worse their rates of heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes. And while their American-born children may have more money, they tend to live shorter lives than their parents. The pattern goes against any notion that moving to America improves every aspect of life. It also demonstrates that, at least in terms of health, Worries about assimilation for the country's 11 million illegal immigrants are mistaken. In fact, it is happening all too quickly. And so they asked the question, why in America is the lifespan of these aliens, why is it shortened when they come to America? Here's the explanation. Why does life in the United States, despite its sophisticated healthcare system and high per capita wages, lead to worse health? New research is showing that the immigrant advantage wears off with the adoption of American behaviors, smoking, drinking, high-calorie diets, and sedentary lifestyle. So New York Times basically arguing, hey, if you're an illegal alien and you're thinking about sneaking into the United States, stay home. Come to America, it'll kill you. It'll shorten your lifespan. All right, well, let's grab a couple of phone calls. Let's go to, I'm not sure how you say it, in Lumberton, North Carolina. Jorge? Did I get that right?
Yes, it's Jorge.
It's Jorge. Okay, Jorge, go ahead. You're on with Brian Fisher. What's on your mind?
Hello, you show. How you doing?
Good. Are you on a speakerphone?
Yes, hold on a minute.
Okay, see if you could pick up the phone there, make a little bit of a connection. Okay, go right ahead.
I got it.
Yeah, that's much better. Go ahead.
The first I want to talk about is about citizenship.
Yes.
Okay. When I went in there and trying to get my citizenship, and the other lady that was just talking to you on the phone a little earlier, she was talking about, y'all was talking about how many Hispanics would get legalized every time.
Uh-huh.
Well, at the time that I was there, it was a lot of other races. A lot of them was Muslims, and a lot of them was like Vietnamese. A lot of them was black. I guess it was from, I don't know, Haiti somewhere.
So what you're saying is there was a whole range of people that were in the immigration office looking for citizenship, not just Hispanics.
Well, no, yeah, there was all races. And there was, we Hispanics was probably about a third part of the ones who was there. Maybe it was about 100 or something of all of us, but we was about a third.
About what percentage?
About a third of everything.
A third. Okay,
there.
So there's 100 people there. About a third of them are Hispanics who want to become United States citizens.
Yeah, and the only way you're getting citizenship is only certain ways. It's not that you have to wait online and all that, but see, the way I got mine is because I was married to an American woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So everybody else, it cannot get citizenship unless it's going to have amnesty, or unless they are married to an American woman, they have babies and all that, and they can approve, they get approved for all these and fill out all the applications and paying all these fees and all that. That's how all that works. So that's one thing. The other thing is about we are different people that come from everywhere, and everywhere is different people, different behaviors, different ways of how people want to live and all that. So everybody tries to take advantage of the system. That's how we human people are.
Now, let me ask you this, Jorge, let me ask you this question, because I got a couple other callers I want to get to, but let me ask you this question. Do you support the Rubio amnesty bill that would instantly grant legalization to all 12 million people that are illegal aliens? As a Hispanic immigrant yourself, now a citizen, do you support or oppose amnesty for 12 million illegal aliens?
Well, that's going to create a lot of unemployment, because the ones that are supposed to begin days, because according to them, they work on the field and all that. So after they get legalized, they're going to come into the plants. They're going to take all their American jobs. So there's some things that are approved and some things that I don't. Maybe because I am now a citizen, I don't have nobody over here from my family that needs citizenship. So that's one thing that I didn't vote for the previous administration or the president, because I don't want, see, we all about one, when we want something. A lot of people that won't vote for them and want out there is because they got people here that need to be legalized.
Now let me ask you,
anybody.
Jorge, let me ask you one more question. These Hispanic, talking specifically about Hispanic immigrants, from your understanding, your awareness, your relationships, your personal knowledge, would you say that the Hispanic immigrants, those who are currently here illegally, the ones we're talking about, we're not talking about those that are already citizens or already been granted legal residency or whatever. We're just talking about those that are in this country illegally right now. If they are instantly legalized, do you think they would be more inclined to vote for liberal politicians or for conservative politicians that want to reduce the size of government? Or would they be inclined to vote for liberal politicians who want to expand the size of government and provide more welfare programs?
But there will be two things, okay? The one thing is they want to say, well, the president is in there right now. Well, they legalize us, so we're going to have to stay with them. That will be one thing. But on my part, I won't be like that. And I think I will be a lot of them that would change.
So you think a lot of them, I mean, do you have like half or a third would eventually become conservatives and vote for conservative candidates? You got an estimate there?
The one thing is the conservative people is that they what you call, we down in where we call white collar people, that we work and all that. So we consider Democrats. That's why a lot of people at work tell me that we work. So we do most of the work. So we are Democrats. I say I don't consider myself Democrat. I consider myself conservative because
now okay, do you mind telling me, in the 2012 election, did you vote for Mitt Romney or did you vote for Barack Obama?
I voted for Mitt Romney.
Okay, and why did you vote? Why did you vote for Mitt Romney rather than Barack Obama?
Because I thought that Mr. Mitt Romney will be able to create more jobs and the economy will get better and stuff like that.
All right, but you would have a concern, Jorge. Just I want to be sure I understand this. I'm going to have to let you go here. But you would be concerned if you have 12 million illegal aliens are instantly legalized, they are going to take jobs away from American citizens. Did I hear you right on that?
Well, that would be one thing. A lot of them would try to do that, to do better.
All right. Okay, listen, Jorge, I appreciate the call very much. Thank you for that. Calling from North Carolina, same state that our earlier caller had called from. Listen, Jorge, I appreciate the call. Thank you for that. We got to take a break, just a brief break. We will come back right after these brief messages. Don't go anywhere. You are listening to Focal Point on AFR Talk. I'm Brian Fisher. Be right back.